Sickness has been going around the house like gangbusters. The evening did not go as planned, but everything's okay. That's when I was like, mommy antenna. Like, we're getting it looked at.
From the east to the west, with the heart of gratefulness, lift up your voice and sing, lift up a shout of praise. Oh, there's only one name. We lift up a shout, we lift up a shout. Oh, together we sing, we lift up a shout, we lift up a shout of praise. From the north.
Hello friends, welcome to another daily vlog. If you're new, my name is Jess. I vlog every single day over here on my YouTube channel. I show you the good, the bad, the crazy, all of it. We do grocery hauls, we do taste tests, we do daily life, mom life, special needs mom life, moving life, which I'm hoping is coming to a close for a long time. But welcome you guys. It is 5 o'clock and I'm just now starting the vlog. That's the kind of day it's been. So if you watched the last few days, you know that sickness has been going around the house like gangbusters. It's still continuing. Last night, Mark started running fever, and he actually slept really good throughout the night, but he still continued the fever this morning, and he's just coughing, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he has what I have, and it's definitely gotten a lot better for me over just kind of waiting it out. But he just does not feel good, so he's wanted me just kind of being with him all day. I've tried to step away several times to vlog, and he's just been like, mommy, cuddle me. So of course he comes first, so I put the camera down and cuddle him, and I think he's doing a little bit better. We'll see how tonight goes. We don't have a pediatrician yet, so I thought if things get any worse, I could take him to the emergency room. There's not even a really good urgent care that, like, I feel like I would have to pay so much out of pocket. Our insurance in Indiana is still current right now, but they don't take that. But I feel like if it got bad, I could take him to the ER, which I don't want to expose him to more stuff and all of the stress of that. My brother's girlfriend is a physician assistant, and we sent her like a video of him breathing, because he's just like, picture like your stomach going in and out a little weird, like I can't even do it. Like he's working a little hard to breathe, and so that kind of freaked me out. So we sent her a video, and she's like, you know what, he is very mildly retracting, and she said, it's not serious yet. I would watch him really close. It's not an emergency. You don't have to go to the ER or anything. Just watch him really close. Basically, he's working a little harder to breathe because, you know, everything he's got going on. And she said, sounds viral. If it gets worse, go to the hospital. But right now, she's like, I would just watch him. She's like, as long as he's playing and drinking, which he is, and that the Tylenol and Motrin are bringing the fever down, she's like, I would just wait it out. And I trust her. And so we're just going to wait it out. Of course, if he gets even a slight, I've even checked his O2, like I'm like doing all the things, and it's all fine. He's actually been playing a lot more since Lucy and Nate got home from school. So I'm hoping we're going to have a better night. He slept good last night, so at least that was good. I did give him Motrin in the middle of the night because I felt him. He was kind of warm and he woke up. He wasn't crying or anything. He just woke up and was talking to me. So I went ahead and gave him some more Motrin because he was warm. In the night, though, Nate was up at 2:30 and never went back to sleep. So if you are new, Nate has autism and he just does not sleep great. So, and change and moving and all of this has just disrupted his schedule just enough to cause him waking up at all hours of the night. And I am all kinds of exhausted. If you're not a special needs parent or your children don't have trouble sleeping, it's very hard to understand or relate. If you are a special needs parent, it's very easy to understand and relate. It's exhausting. Picture how exhausted you were in the newborn phase with waking up all hours of the night and trying to function. Now do that like for 10, 11 years. That's what we've got going on. So people do it for, I mean, as long as you do what you have to do for your kids, you know? Um, he just doesn't require as much sleep. And so when he wakes up at 2:30, obviously I don't want him to wake up Mark and Lucy. We have not a huge mansion or anything. He can't just run around. So I have to stay up with him, make sure he lays down, make sure he's quiet. I put him in bed with us. Nothing worked. He was very amped up this last night into today. So it is what it is. We're doing the best we can. He will adjust. He will settle. And he's also got some allergies, which I think is making it hard for him to sleep. Also, behind me is my new shower curtain. What do you guys think? Y'all know I'm obsessed with the Pioneer Woman. I decided to go all out and get this for my bathroom because I'm like the Pioneer Woman's #1 fan. My whole kitchen's Pioneer Woman. I just love her florals. Every decor I have is like florals, whether it's Pioneer Woman or just stuff I found. It's a disease. It's a disease, but I just think it's so pretty. So we are actually in the packing process where we are hanging pictures on the wall, putting shower curtains up. I actually mopped all of the floors. Like I mopped all the bathroom floors, all of the bedroom floors, except for my bedroom, because I still need to get some stuff off the floor that we haven't decided where it's gonna go. But everything, every other room besides the main living room and my bedroom have been mopped, and that feels so good. My kids' feet were like black. Yes, and yes, I am sitting on the floor in my bathroom. This is where I have to go to get quiet enough to talk to y'all. I had all these grand plans of what the moving in vlogs were going to be. And of course, when you get sick and then you have sick kids and it's chaotic and they didn't go like it, but there's plenty of time to show you guys everything we're doing. There's plenty of time for all the fun montages and all of this, but I know you guys don't mind to see like the real live chats and like debriefing, I guess, after the day. Like, oh my gosh. So anyway, in a minute here, I'm gonna try to scrounge up dinner. Everybody keeps asking me what's for dinner. I'm like, I don't know. Leftover pizza, we have sandwich stuff. I'll make you, quesadilla. It's one of those kind of nights. I still have a super, super sore throat, but it's getting better. It's not getting worse. So, like I said, we're just gonna wait it out unless it starts getting worse and not better. Then we'll get it checked out. It's that time of year where it's like everybody gets sick. This time last year, we were all getting over the flu. It's like the time of year, this time of the year, and then like August, September, I get sick. It's like twice a year, the worst. Of course, like tummy bugs can hit whenever and stuff like that, but like this, like real sick, like flu sick is awful. Anyway, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to tell you guys. Tomorrow's the kids' last day of school before the weekend. It'll be nice to have a weekend to just kind of relax a little bit. My dad's coming back. Mom's been here all week, bless her heart. She's actually not feeling good right now. But hers has been like very nauseated feeling. She hasn't had the sore throat, all the stuff that we've had. She's had more of the nausea part. And so I'm not sure if she has what we have or something different. It's just been a week, y'all. It's like, why now do we have to get sick? And that's just life. Like, you're not always going to have it ideal. It would be perfect if I could do these beautiful unboxing and move-in videos that I see, but it's just not real life right now. I've been holding a sick baby and, unpacking boxes when I can, and, anyway, it's getting there. I'm just happy that it's as much of it is unpacked as it is, and the rest will happen. So I'm gonna go cook dinner and hang out for a little bit, and then I'll come back and chat the rest of the night, kind of wrap up. I'm sorry these vlogs have been like all kinds of crazy, but I feel like y'all would rather see this than see nothing. If I'm wrong, let me know. If you'd rather me just not update when it's something like this, let me know. But I do appreciate you guys letting me just kind of vent and explain what's going on. It's really hard when you're in the thick of motherhood and you feel, I don't want to cry, you feel kind of alone, like every other 10-year-old's mother sleeps through the night, And, a lot of people don't understand how hard it is sometimes. And I know it's hard on Nate too. It's hard on everybody, but it's the reality that we're dealt, and everybody has struggles, and you're not alone. You're not. And these videos really help me because so many of you can relate. And if you can't relate, you at least sympathize with me. And you send prayers that Nate will sleep. He is eating better. He ate all of his lunch. Although every single day I ask him what he wants in his lunch, he tells me French toast, strawberries, and a cereal bar. I'm like, again? So we'll see what he wants tomorrow. But hey, you know what? If it's not broke, then why fix it? So anyway, I'm gonna go try to see what's going on out there. I cannot wait to show you the house. I would show you more, but it's kind of like a disaster. It's a work in progress, and I don't want to give away the good part by showing you like a hot mess express that's all around. So stay tuned. Me and David and my mom were all talking, and we all kind of agree, or maybe I was talking to each of them individually. I don't know. I'm delirious. We all agree this is our favorite house so far. Of all the places we lived, which is not like this, we've lived in amazing. We've lived in one other house and like many other apartments. But of all the places we lived, this is the most awesome house. It's the most functional, the most laid out, like ideally for us, the biggest bedrooms, like everything about it is just, it feels custom made for us. So God definitely blessed us when he led us to this house. And I know so many of you were like, I would have never put an offer in a house I never went into or ever looked at. We had to. Like, as soon as we saw this house, we just knew, like, okay, I think this is it. And sometimes you have to take a leap of faith, just trusting God. And that's what we did. If we had waited, it may have been gone. You just never know. So I'm so happy with how everything's going. And I'll check in with you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm just showing you guys a little sneak peek. Little sneak peek. Okay, you guys, so it is now the end of the night, and the evening did not go as planned, but everything's okay. Mark, bless his heart, he was just so miserable all night, and I really debated like what to do. He wasn't in like distress. I kept checking his O2. I kept, watching him really close, but he just seemed so miserable. If we had had a pediatrician, I would have already got him in, of course, but we're just getting established. We don't have insurance for them yet. All of the things still getting transferred. So, I just, we watched him, and he just was just more miserable and more miserable. And as a mom, like that little thing that says he needs to be seen, like it doesn't matter, we just need to go get him seen, that hit me tonight. He was in my lap, fell asleep on me, and he just seemed so uncomfortable. And he's been feverish all day, and he just was coughing, and he couldn't rest. So I told Mom, let's take him to the ER. I will feel better, even if they say it's nothing. Like, that's the only place I could really take him. Our Indiana insurance is still current because everything hasn't transferred over. So I knew they would take that at the ER. The urgent cares wouldn't, and the pediatricians wouldn't, but they probably would. And so, we don't have a hospital not too far from us, and I wasn't sure. We're walking in there at 7:30 at night, but I was like, I don't even care. I just want him to feel better, no matter how long we have to wait or whatever. At least they're not going to just turn us away and not do anything, So we had the best experience at this hospital. Like, God was totally with us because we got in and out of there in like less than an hour. They were so nice. So we walk in, they called us back really quick. They weren't concerned at all really about the retracting. I mean, they could tell he was uncomfortable. That was what they were biggest concern about. He wasn't like severely retracting. It was just, he seemed a little bit more labored breathing than I would like. They listened to him and they're like, his lungs are clear. So that made me feel better. And they immediately swabbed him for COVID, flu, RSV, and strep. And they told us it would be like a 45-minute wait to get the results. It didn't even take that long. They got us back in a room. A physician assistant, I don't even think we saw a doctor, a physician assistant gave him a little checkup and listened to his lungs. She's like, they are clear. And his ears, one, she said, had a little bit of fluid on. The other one was clear. And it wasn't long after that that they gave us the results. And do y'all want to know what they are? Which now I'm like, uh-oh. COVID was negative. Flu, negative. RSV, negative. Strep, positive. So, probably I have strep too because my throat is still sore. I feel like some ways it's better than it was, but it's still really sore. I don't have any more fever or any aches or anything like that, but I still have a sore throat. So I probably have strep too. So now I have to get treated for that. Um, but she was like, I'm going to go ahead and give you a antibiotic, a steroid to help his lungs clear up, and she prescribed an inhaler. She's like, may not need the inhaler, but if you do need it, you'll have it. So she prescribed that. Well, that was awesome. We were in and out, like I said, less than an hour. Then we had to go to the pharmacy, of course, to fill the prescription. And when I got there, I brought my, the insurance card I have, because like I said, we literally just moved here less than a week ago. Not everything is transferred yet. And we had like an angel, like it was an angel of a man that helped me at CVS. Big shout out to CVS, Brent at CVS. He is like the savior of the day. I mean, of course, Jesus is always working all things out, but he was so nice. And he told me, he's like, they're not going to take this. We're not going to be able, nowhere here is going to take the Indiana insurance. They won't take it. And so I was like, okay, he has to have this medicine. So if I have to pay out of pocket, whatever, like he just has to have the medicine. And so he was like, you know what? Let me see what I can do. I could probably find some discounts for you. He was just the most like, you ever like have a customer service experience where you're like, you know what? They just seem to really put themselves in my place and they really just were so caring. He could have told me anything and I would have taken it well because he's just the sweetest guy. And so he's like, go sit down. I'm going to see what I can do. I'm going to try to get this as low as I can for you. Of course, I'm coming in with like a hospital bracelet on. I totally forgot to say that. I was looking a hot mess. He's probably like, this poor mom. He calls me back just a few minutes later and he was like, because I told him, I said, let's wait on the inhaler because she said I may not need that anyway. I can always come back if I need it. It's 24-hour CVS. So let's just do the steroid and the antibiotic because he needs that tonight. And so he's like, okay, he was able to get both of those down to $26 total. And even then he was like, if that's too high, I can keep looking around. I'm like, that's amazing. I will gladly pay $26 to have my baby be able to breathe and, not have strep. And so he said, and then I'm waiting for like, how long is this going to take to fill? Because y'all know, if you've watched this channel, you know how I feel about the waiting at pharmacies. It's just so hard when you have sick kids and they make you wait hours and all this. We have not had good experiences. He literally looks at me and says, I will have this for you in 10 minutes. I was like, are you serious? He's like, yeah, absolutely. I'll have it in 10 minutes. And he did. I don't even think it was 10 minutes. They had it. And I just was like, when we left, I was like, thank you so much for your help. I appreciate it so much. I just went on and just trying to thank him. And he was just like, of course, like it was nothing, but amazing. Like between the hospital experience, I mean, it's never fun when your kids are sick. It's never fun when you're sick. But we couldn't have had better care, is all I'm trying to say. And like sometimes I can think, God, why are we having to go through this right now? We've just been through moving and chaos, and it's like every day there's something new that's crazy, but he does promise to go with us everywhere we go, whether that's the hospital, ER, or the pharmacy, or Kroger, or anywhere he goes with us. And we go through trials, but we don't go through them alone. And I know we had people praying. I was trying to update the church staff, like, can you guys pray for Mark? He's not feeling well. And I was telling them all day and they were praying. I'm just so glad that it all, he's going to be feeling better, I know, by this medicine. So he did tell me I'm leaving CVS like 9:30. And he's like, you really need to get him something to eat before he takes the steroid. It's going to upset his stomach. And so I'm like, oh, because Mark has refused every food I could offer him. I've offered him food all day, and he's just not been hungry. He's drank, but he hasn't eaten, and which I understand because eating is hard for me too because it just like irritates my throat. And so it was right by McDonald's. So I swung in there and got him some fries, and he ate like half of a large order of fries. And then we got home, and he had told me, Brent, my friend at CVS, told me this medicine, both of these taste horrible. Like it wasn't amoxicillin, it wasn't the good kind of antibiotic. And so he flavored them for me, and he was like, they're bad. And so I was fully anticipating like a fight. Mark, for all of his like picky eating, he will take medicine better than any other child of mine. Like he just takes it right down. So he took down the steroid, he took down the antibiotic. I laid him down, and he is not, like it's 10 o'clock at night, and he's exhausted. He hasn't had a nap, he hasn't been able to rest. So all of that to say, we're all good. And I'm gonna start medicine tomorrow for strep, and because I'm sure that's probably what I have too. What's weird though is like I've had strep many times, and I've never had like the aches and all the pains and fever like really high. That's abnormal for me. Usually I just have a sore throat. So I'm wondering if I had something else with it. I don't know. So anyway, I don't know, y'all. It's fun times. I'm just hoping now, like, strep is so contagious. Who knows who else is going to get it? And we don't have insurance right now. So it's always fun when you're like in the middle of moving and things are crazy. But it's okay. It'll be what it'll be. And we'll, I'm so thankful to live in a country, we're very privileged to be able to get prescription medicine, even if we have to pay out of pocket for it. Like, that's amazing that we even have the ability to get it for our kids. And I know there's so many people around the world who don't have medical care. And I don't know, as a mom, that must be so scary to not be able to give kids medicine when they're sick. So anyway, I'm going to go to bed. I need to upload today's video. I've already edited it for y'all tomorrow, or not today, tomorrow's video. Yesterday's vlog. I've already edited it. I just need to upload it. So I'm going to upload that, and then I'm going to bed. I've been up since 2 a.m. I'm exhausted. But anyway, it's such a hard balance as a mom to know, like, you don't want to overreact. Like this morning, I was like ready to overreact. And then, we talked to my brother's girlfriend, Lindsay, and she was like, it doesn't look too bad. I would just kind of wait it out. And then it just kept like not getting better. And that's when I was like, mommy antenna, like we're getting it looked at. And, I feel like you're always better safe than sorry. Because that's why I finally decided if we go to the doctor, if we go to the ER and, they say, oh, it's nothing, you have to wait it out, at least I'll know that, they could test for all the things. So it's a good thing we went. God orchestrates our steps. And that's all I have to say. I love you guys so much. If you like the vlog, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Please subscribe if you're new. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
I've been feeling something for you lately, and I am trying so hard to just stay cool.